Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to my live chat. Happy Friday. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to our Friday show, this first Friday in July. This summer is flying by, and Mr. HP is here.
Hi, everybody.
Making fun of me right before we go live.
Happy Friday.
Friday Day. Happy Friday Day. Thank you all for being here, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. If you haven't yet, hit that like button or subscribe button so you won't miss a show. It's been a crazy, busy week. Fun week because we have a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of stuff that we just finished that has been super fun. So it's, of course, going to be a holiday weekend here in the US of A. We have 4th of July, Independence Day coming up on Sunday. So I thought we need a little bit of red to our drinks. This is my Rhubarb lemon drop martini. Yes, so it is, if you make it, it's a martini. Just know that. Not a whole lot of mixers. So instead of simple syrup, I just made a rhubarb syrup, which is beautifully reddish hue to it. Actually, Julie made me this and gave it to me. Beautiful, but it's very easy. It's about a pound of rhubarb. You can chop it up. 2 cups of water and a cup of sugar that you put in a saucepan and just kind of heat it up until the sugar is melted and everything is nice and soft. Cool it, strain it, good to go. Just keep it in the fridge. And then you just use that instead of simple syrup. So 2 ounces of vodka, 1.5 of fresh lemon juice, and then 1 ounce of syrup. And you can control it. You can add more if it's too tart. It's kind of tart, but I like it.
It's a little tart.
It's refreshing.
It's good though.
And shake it up and serve it up. Now, if you wanted to make something non-alcoholic with it, I would stick with the lemon juice and the rhubarb syrup, but just add some sparkling water, and you have a nice, refreshing little spritzer. So, cheers, everybody. Happy Friday.
Cheers.
You still got some? A little bit?
A little bit.
Well, it's been a fun week. Of course, I want to start by saying that our showroom shopping, if you watched it, if you missed our Tipsy Tuesday this last week, we talked about a new feature in the showroom. We have open showroom shopping by appointment only. So right on the website, you can click on the shop menu and there is showroom shopping right there. You just make your appointment there. We are open 3 times a week. We extended the hours a little bit. And so you can just make your appointment, half-hour increments. You can even choose to bring friends if you're coming in a group. And this is just to ensure that we never have our place overcrowded and we have people to help you out. And so please make those appointments. Even if you're placed an order for pickup, make sure you make an appointment for when you're going to pick that up. It really helps us know when people are coming and when to expect you. So those hours are on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 3. And then we have on Fridays from 10:30 to 1. That is a new day to do that. So check that out. We had some guests come in today, and we had 2 friends come from a long ways from Chicago, and so we had to snap a photo. Thank you, Martha and Sarah, for stopping in. That was really fun to see you. They have both been to a couple of my retreats in Chaska.
I got a big hug too.
You got a hug too.
Yeah.
They demanded not to leave without a hug. It's all good. We're all vaccinated, so we were able to hug and have a jolly old good time. I took a little video of the showroom if you wanted to kind of see a snapshot. So what it is, it's not like a regular quilt shop. It's a showroom, so everything that we carry in the store is in the showroom, just one of each. So you can kind of do your shopping, you bring it up to the counter, and then we type it all up, and somebody goes and pulls your order from the warehouse. So showroom is just a showroom. So, however, there is a couple of bonuses, like for our mystery bundles and our forget-me-nots. You can kind of pick your own, which you normally don't get to do. We get to pick them for you. So let's just play it. I took a video just from the front and walking through. So we come through the front door, and of course we try to have quilts everywhere to inspire you. There's my Venus. and little Trixie. We have, who is this? Amelie on the wall. And there we have Trinity, Hope, and Astrid in the front. That's our counter there. And then you will see kind of the showroom in its fullness. So we have my patterns, all the notions. Most of the patterns are hanging up, so you can really see what we have. There's rulers, there's pre-cuts, there's 1 yards, and that's a shelf with a one-of-a-kind 1 yards if we have just 1 or 2 left. We have the brand new bundles in one spot, so it's easy to come in and see what's new. Some of our kits and fat quarter bundles, mystery bundles, forget-me-nots, and more pre-cuts. Some of our tote bags and organizers, panels, shirts, and quilts, of course. We have more bundles on the racks over there, always just 1 of each, so you can really check them out. And we have some last chancers there, things that are almost out or going down very, very low. And so then we have more patterns, and of course our wonderful selection of 1 yards in all of the basic collections, all over everywhere. Down below there, well, we have some patterns and books and things there. And we have our 3 yards, bit messy because we had people shopping. We have our wide backs in 3 yards and 1 yard, so it's all there, all there. So come on in and take a minute to look at the quilts. We try and rotate them out for fun. So if you get a chance, if you're planning a trip, you can book your appointment up to 3 months ahead. So check that out. Would love to see you. Now, another thing I wanted to, a little public service announcement. Goodies Color Club shipments are going to be going out next week. We, as you know, that are subscribed, on the 5th of every month, we will process your payment for that month's package, and we'll start shipping right on Tuesday, because we're closed on Monday. GE is closed on Monday. So make sure if you wanted to come by and pick up instead of having us shipped to you, just send us an email and we will definitely do that. We will have to do it on the back end and refund you your shipping because we don't have the capacity to have it included in the subscription program. But if you have to send us that email every month. We have to make sure that you're going to be coming. All right, so I'm sure you guys are working on your June quilts from last weekend. I've already seen quite a few tops posted in Gudrun's Quilt Crew. So we are going to do a slideshow on Tuesday for our Tipsy Tuesday show. So make sure you post a photo if you're in the crew, if you're on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, you can always email it to me and we will include that in the slideshow, but it has to arrive on Monday at the latest. We can't put anything in if it arrives on Tuesday. That's something that we're going to have to work on this weekend. All right, so check that out. We had an amazing guest on our last Tipsy Tuesday show, kind of a follow-up to the June Quilt Along, and it was Nina Klotfelter, and she specializes in, teaches free motion quilting, mostly on her domestic machine, and it was amazing. It was a really cool session where she kind of broke down the June quilt and gave us a whole bunch of ideas if you wanted to quilt it on your own domestic machine. Even if you do it on a long arm and you wanted to do something custom, it really gives you a lot of ideas on what things you could do and breaking it up. So we will be adding that show. You know, the blog has been updated with all 5 sessions videos, so you can always just go to that blog post, June blog post. Easiest way to find it, either go to the website and hit the blog button, or go to the website and click in the search and type in Hey June and it will pop up for you. So that's where you can find everything. You can find the videos, and we will add a link to Tipsy Tuesday's last video because it connects so closely with what we were doing last weekend in our quilts. So that was really great. Any questions so far? I think I gotta take a little sip. It's a little hot on set today.
Yeah, me too. I gotta take a sip too.
It is 84 degrees. And it's supposed to be 90s this weekend around here. So it's it's a good day to be in the water or by the water.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about the quilts behind me. I have actually 2 Sammy quilts behind me. And I wanted to do something fun. Sammy is one of the quilts in my latest book, Stripology Mixology 2, made with 10-inch squares. And we got 2 very different quilts back there. And it's really a cool quilt pattern to use for whatever type of fabrics you're using. So I wanted to show you kind of the many faces of Sammy that they could take, and of course there are many more. So this is the first Sammy, no, that's actually the second Sammy I made, but this is the one in the book, pictures in the book. So I used a lot of larger print, some fun prints, some were directional. Sammy is a perfect pattern to use for directional prints. And you know, Sammy also, even though it is written for 10-inch squares, it is a perfect one to use for bundles. So let me show you that whole quilt in its fullness. That's how big it is. So this, because you start with your 10-inch squares and then you actually cut them into a little bit smaller units. If you're using a half-yard bundle, you can cut your 10-inch squares and then you can cut a lot more to use for the quilt from the rest of the half yard, because you don't need to necessarily cut a 10-inch square from everything. So it really works well. And then here's the actually first Sammy I made. This one is I made it for Johan before he was even born, a few months before he was born. And so what a little nugget there. This was taken a year ago when we drove out west and we're on the Oregon coast there. So he was only 6 or 7 months or so, 8 months. What a cutie. He's quite a bit taller today. Actually heading on an airplane for his first international airplane ride to Iceland. So he's going to Iceland today.
It's a long ride.
It's a long ride. Yeah, they've been working on figuring out nap schedules and getting him up early. All right, so let's take a look at another Sammy. So this one is made with our Botanicals fabric that we've been expecting for a really long time. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. The bundles are coming. They're not in-house yet, but we got the pre-cuts for this line, so I'll show you those later. And I wanted to show it because you don't necessarily have to have the bright fabrics like I did or bright large prints. These are very muted, they're very monochromatic, and then you can pop it with whatever color for your accent. So I really love how this one turned out. Especially that accent color, I just love it. And then I tried something different. So this is also a Sammy. This is made with the Frightful Night bundle because that bundle is equal amounts of orange, purple, and grays and blacks. So I decided to split them and just make blocks for one row in the orange and second row in the purple and third row in the grays and blacks. And so because there was only 4 fabrics, it was a little bit tricky. But if you just made sure to sew the same two fabrics always in the same blocks, and then in the alternating block do the other 2, you kind of ensure that they don't ever touch, even though probably we broke that rule a couple of times just because we had to. But it looks like a totally different thing to color block it like that. So just wanted to give you some inspiration and ideas that you don't always have to, do it just like it looks in the book. It looks totally different. So let me show you those charms and layer cake. So this is Botanicals. I actually made mine with the fabrics that will be in the bundle, so which would only be 12 pieces in the bundle, 12 or 14, I don't remember. But these are all in these very muted tones. It's a Janet Claire line, and so these really rich, dark charcoal with a lot of brown in them, with beautiful artwork of maybe it's easier to see it on here because we can see more of the fabric. Yeah, so we have flowers and then birds, always a little typography print in here. I love the bird prints. We will be getting the bird prints for some of the bird prints for 1 yards and 3 yards. And then we have great basics in between and textural fabrics. So a little bit into the taupes and then into the light creams, off-whites. So it's a really pretty soft line, and I do love the bird prints with the bird names on it. So Botanicals it's called, and like I said, we will be getting bundles, but now you can get the charm packs, so I'll have to fix that later. Charm packs and layer cakes, and like this, you know, I don't really order a lot of charm packs. I only order charm packs if the prints are kind of a smaller scale and would work really well for my little patterns, for the table runners, because I always feel like we need a little bit smaller scale prints for those. So it works really well, and I think that'd be beautiful for a lot of the little patterns. So another thing that we got in that we talked about, and I showed you this trick on Saturday for making the June quilt, and that was using little tweezers to pull out those little triangles. So we got some tweezers in. These are really good. They are have that bent angle and are kind of sharp, so you can really go in there and pull. But it's really nice. It has that angle, and you can kind of go in. You can use the points of going in between the seams and really pulling out what you need, and just save that little protective silicone. So these are, you know, they're made for, I think, embroidery and like for a serger. I guess a lot of people, these come with sergers to, you know, thread, and I don't know. I don't know how to work a serger, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But these work really well. They work great if you do paper piecing. I know a lot of people that use these for paper piecing, for pulling out the little pieces of paper, which I don't do. But I like it a lot for what we did over the weekend. So if you have no idea what we're talking about, the June Quilt Along, all the videos are available. You can find it all either on our website, on our blog, or YouTube channel. They're all still there. And that trick, I think I told you in session 3, didn't I? Session 3. So check that out. All right, some more stuff in the store. We got a huge load of wide backs this week, and a lot of it was a restock, and then we got some new ones. So if you don't know what we're talking about, so these fabrics are 108 inches wide, and we have them pre-cut into 3 yards, which means that they are 108 by 108, so they're square. So great for you know, most up to king size, at least queen size. And so these are some of the new ones. We've had some of these prints, but maybe we got a different color. So if you want to just have one single fabric for your backings, these are a great deal. They have come in a little bit different prices, but some of them are really, really nicely priced. And so they can be very economical to use. So we also offer them in 1 yard. So if you don't quite need the 108 wide, you can also just do a 1 yard, which is then 108 by 36. So for example, we use a lot of the 1 yards for backing our quilts in the warehouse or in our studios, because 108, half of that is about 54 inches. So if we're doing just a crib size, you can take slice that in half and sew it together, and you got about a 54 by, let's say, so 54, okay, 2 times 36, so like about 70. So it's really a nice size for larger crib or smaller lap size. So we use that a lot. All right, any other questions? How far are you along with your June quilt? How far are you along with yours, sir?
The same as you.
Mm-hmm.
We're a team here.
Are you still planning in the planning session? Maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Are we?
No, you like the one that I made with the abandoned. That one has not been sewn together yet, so.
Oh yeah, let's get that.
You're gonna take ownership of that one.
Let's get that going.
Let's get that going. Okay. All right, I have one bundle to show you today. We've kind of been busy this week cutting and packing up Color Club. So I won't be showing you what is in Color Club because, like I said, we'll be shipping them starting on Tuesday. And so people will be getting them. Some will get them on Wednesday, some will get them on Thursday or later in the week. But next week during our Happy Friday show, which actually will be on a Thursday, we'll talk about that later, I'm going to show you this month's Color Club for July. But we have a brand new bundle that is so adorable, I can't even stand it. It is called Penguin Paradise. And we got some really cute penguins. So, which means maybe Johan needs a penguin quilt. I don't think he's got one. Because these are just adorable. So they have hats and mittens and scarves. And it's a very controlled colorway. So it really reminds me of the fabrics that I used for the Pitter Patter quilt. And so this would make a really cute Pitter Patter. And here we got another penguin print. A little toss. And they are on a light background. We got the Nordic forest, so they're very kind of minimalistic designs, kind of very Nordic Scandinavian feel to them. So just monochromatic with the gray, different tones of gray, and then the white, and then just this hint of this burnt orange, which is very unique but cool. So tossed trees, and then we have some geometric print in this burnt orange. We have a stripe, and then we have this dark charcoal. We have the geometric triangles, and then a really nice stripe that has that hint of orange. So it has all three colors in it, which I really, really love. So very cute. It would be an awesome Pitter Patter. I think it would be an awesome Sammy as well. But so I did a fabric pool to go with it. We do have the stripe in that dark charcoal, and I love this because this would work for a lot of Halloween stuff too, for a Halloween binding or border or something, or a Halloween. This would make a really cute Wanda too, using the stripe for the sashings. So we have that in 1 yards, that stripe, but I did start with kind of the darkest charcoal. There's a lot of brown tones in it, so the Grunge Espresso works well as a darkest feature. I like the Deco Stitch Shadow because it has also a lot of brown to it, and it really ties in with the darkest grays, but it has hints of light gray in it too. And then we have some of the medium grays. I just kind of went with Grunge Smoke, and then Provisions in the Stone. For the lighter grays. For the burnt orange, I did a great match here. This is the Prisma Elements and the Dusk Zircon, and it's the same fabric I used for the accent for the Botanicals. So it worked really well with the Botanicals in the Sammy that's hanging behind me, because there's hints of that color in here too. So that is the same fabric. And then the Provision Sienna as a darker hue of it. And then I did a couple of light ones. If you wanted to blend more, I love this, the Century Black black on white dot clusters. And then if you wanted a true background, I love just go a white on white with a little bit of stars. It looks like kind of snow flurries. So it works perfectly with the theme of this bundle. So that is Penguin Paradise. So cute. So what would you make out of this? I've already told you 3 options. You always push me to tell you what I would make with it, and now I gave you 3 options already. So that's pretty good. But you can really make anything with it. Believe me, you can make anything with it. Many of my patterns would work so well for this. You could make a June. There's lights and darks and an accent. So could be a June. All right, let's take some questions. Lots of quilts coming together. Lots of quilts coming together.
Penguins are adorable.
Do I hear penguins honking in the background? Really? You did that? So do penguins honk? I don't really know what they do. I just know they waddle. Do they really honk?
Just so you all know out there, Gudrun can't hear what I have going on. Shh,
no, he's just playing stuff for you guys. I can't hear at all.
Shh, don't tell
what you guys hear. So, somebody's working on their strip joints. Oh, Allison finished her crib size with unfortunate layer cake and leftover jelly rolls. That's awesome. You can always use unfortunate fabric and use it for a donation. But sometimes unfortunates, they turn out and then the quilt is actually great. That has happened to me. Believe me. I end up loving the quilt in the end. So you just never know. All right. We are going to go and find our live winner. Remember, we always have a giveaway every show, and we're going to have a kind of a short show because I know it's holiday weekend for the US. Happy 4th of July. A lot of you have probably plans and need to maybe do some prep work for the weekend. I will have to do a little bit of prep work. I think we might need to make sure we got enough Tito's.
Yeah.
Yep. And so, oh, here's our winner. Kim Johnson! Kim Johnson! Congratulations, Kim. You have won a $25 gift card. So send us a quick email to claim your gift card and we will get that to you so you can go shopping. Check it out. I have to tell you, I have some good news. As I was leaving the warehouse today, we had a truck pull up and unload loads and loads and loads of motor boxes. And guess what it is? Dance in Paris. Dance in Paris has arrived at the dock, so it will be dug into next week. So I know a lot of you have pre-ordered that bundle. We have a lot of coordinates with it too, so we will get it all situated this week. So maybe towards the end of next week, early the following, we will get that started. You will start to see those ship notifications. So if you want us to send any coordinates with it, just email us and we will hold it until you can decide what you want or what you need. So not a big deal. We'll do everything for you. So our next Tipsy Tuesday show, you want to be there this coming Tuesday. It is July 6th at 7 p.m. Central Time. We are going to be talking about Christmas in Europe. Yes. Ooh. It is time. It is time. It's been a long wait. And it's time to start talking about it, and especially the program, the actual patterns and video classes that is the digital package. So check that out this coming Tuesday. We'll also do a slideshow of the June quilts that have been posted so far. So that'll be cool to see. Our Friday show next week will be on a Thursday. So we are taking off for Iceland. I'm going to spend a week with family and friends before I take over my tour group in Iceland. And Mr. HP is going to bop with me for that part. So we'll be gone Friday, but we're going to do a happy Thursday. We can't miss a week. So we're going to do a happy Thursday show, and that will be July 8th at 3 p.m. Central Time. Yay. So I apologize for having to make cocktails on a Thursday, but maybe you'll forgive me. Huh?
For some reason, my cocktail is gone.
Imagine that. Happens every week. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, you're letting him see my messy sewing machine table.
No one noticed it until you pointed it out.
That's what we do, quilters. What we do. We point out our mistakes and our messes. Oh, boy. We got to stop doing that.
You told everybody not to do that.
I know. I keep telling people not to do that, so we got to stop it. So it's just automatic. But there's a good reason. It's a good mess. You know, we always need to make some good messes and get in some good trouble, right? Get in some good trouble. That is a good mess. It's a June. It's a June. I'm putting the borders on one of my little Junes, so come on. Okay. You'll get to see it soon. So I just want to say we're closed again on Monday, so don't expect anything to ship. Of course, the website is always open. You can place your orders, and we'll get right to them and ship them right away on Tuesday. Actually, we got a really awesome email today. We ship sometimes same day, sometimes next day, you guys. So somebody ordered something. Was wait a minute, it's Friday today. So yesterday she ordered something yesterday morning. She got a shipment notification 20 minutes later, and the package was at her door this morning. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Awesome. we get ship done. GE Designs gets ship with a P.
S-H-I-P.
Done.
Done. Yes.
All right, that is it for us. Have a great weekend, everybody, wherever you are in the universe. Happy 4th of July for those of you in the States, and we will see you this coming Tuesday. Bye, everybody.